up? What up?
Man, do y'all even see what time it is? Okay, so for this is for only for our live people who are watching us live right now. It is 8:20 Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. Yes.
Y'all know
Yes.
that we rock out. We
Yeah.
start our shows at 7:30.
Yeah. You know, when it comes to universities,
Mm,
when the professor is 15 minutes late,
mm-hmm.
students assume that there's a cancellation. We're
Yeah,
not like that. If
yeah,
we're
no,
late, still join us.
yeah, we still
It's
pulling
still
up.
some good stuff. Yeah, we pulling up, and
We
it's
still
still good
pulling up.
stuff.
We
It's still
spend
gonna be good.
the we feel like 21 Savage. Spin the block twice.
Okay, vroom vroom.
Listen,
So
so,
yeah,
yeah,
I will always have a commitment
absolutely. Even when I don't wanna, I'm gonna do
every
it.
first Thursday from 8. So be mindful and be just patient with us. But we're still
Please.
coming to you. We're
Yeah,
still coming.
absolutely. Without a
Yeah,
question.
we're still
Welcome,
coming.
welcome everybody, one and all to
Yes.
Dating University. I'm your co-host, Professor Charles, along with my beautiful co-host.
Professor Brittany,
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Where we're here, we discuss the good
the bad
and the ugly.
of all things dating and relationships. All things.
Yeah, man. Listen, it's Happy New Year, first of all, to
Happy New
everyone
Year!
across the globe. Happy New Year.
Happy freaking New Year. Charles,
Happy.
how was your New Year?
Quiet, quiet.
Okay.
I woke my fiance up 5 minutes prior and gave her a kiss at the stroke of midnight, and she went on back to sleep.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
we had a really busy day that day, anyways. So,
Okay.
we were all up and out. We linked up with the cigar crew, and then we went to the
Fun.
movies to go see the new Avatar movie. So that was a 3 hour joint. Uh, so yeah. By the
Yeah,
time,
that's bomb.
how about you? What y'all do?
So by the time you got home, we
Oh yeah,
went
we
to
were
a
tired.
game night at my oh, I know y'all were. We were our night was started pretty late. We were
Mm.
supposed to go out Waldorf to my line sister's house. Now Waldorf is like a different state in and of itself.
You gotta pack a
It's
bag to
about
go to Waldorf.
it's like an hour and 35 minutes away
Yeah.
from where we stay. So we were supposed to get there at 7, but we left the house at 10. On the
Mm.
way there, we ran into not one, but two accidents. And so we ended up being in traffic through the new year. Uh,
Oh no! Are you
yeah,
serious?
being on 95 into the new year. We got to her house around 12:30, 12:40. But you know what I said? I said I would rather start the new year with him.
Yeah.
I'm glad I wasn't by myself. So,
Yeah.
you had to look at this silver lining because he was getting cranky. My
Listen,
husband
I'll be cranky too,
yeah,
fam.
when he
Like,
don't like something, he watching. My husband gets cranky, and I'm like, "Baby, look at the silver lining. It's you
mm-hmm,
and I. Like we have this alone time together. So 5 minutes before it hit midnight, I said,
mm-hmm,
"Let's get our prayers in. Let's
mm-hmm,
hold hands."
mm-hmm.
And then midnight gave him my kiss. He's been
Yeah.
my kiss for the past 6 New Years. So
Okay, well, that's
them
good.
same list, them same luscious lips. Yeah,
Listen,
so it
listen.
was a good day.
Okay, all right, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I'd have turned around. I'd have been like, I don't like
But you
people that
know
much.
what?
I don't
Yeah,
like
we
people.
were
I don't like people that much.
yeah, and it's hard because we debated, but when we looked at how far we had gone, we were
Yo,
like 20 minutes away by the time we hit the hour and something delay. So it would have been
the
an hour
PONR.
and something to get there or an hour and something to get home.
Yeah.
We already out here. So
Once you hit that point of no return, it's like, all right, I
yeah.
get it. I
And it
get
was
it.
so good. It was so good. It was couples
Mhm.
only. So we just got to hang with other couples, spent the night because who's driving back?
Mm. Let me
Who
ask you a
drives back
question.
from Waldorf?
Let me ask you a question about the couples only events.
Sure.
Do you ever find that there's always a single person that pops up, or that's just like that's never happened to you?
That's never happened.
Really?
Never happened because I think the person or people that host it, they're very intentional, like
Okay.
couples only. And thankfully, it hasn't happened often where
Mhm.
you have a single person that's in our friend mix get offended. But I think
Okay.
once we explain, like, well, it was just for couples, they're like,
Mhm.
oh, okay.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you ever had that happen to you though?
Yeah, yeah, a couple
Every
times.
time?
Couple times. Not every time, but just a couple times.
But
Just
they
like,
know that it's for couples and they still show up?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why? What does that do for them?
I don't know. I don't know.
They don't feel away? Like I'm out here like solo in these streets, solo dolo.
Yeah, nah. I don't know.
Yeah, every
I just
event.
find it a little. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the words for it, but yeah, it's not. It's not my thing.
Yeah, some people are. I'm trying to think about like, what if we had like a single zone party and didn't invite our couples friend? Like, how would I feel? I honestly wouldn't care. Like,
Mm,
I think we in 2023 need to get to a point where we can accept the fact that we are not going to get invited everywhere.
yeah, I'm good with
I
that.
I
Like,
don't want to get invited everywhere. If you're out inviting me somewhere, don't, gas, time, money. Like, if I literally got invited to everywhere and attended everything, I would probably be on the street with a mug like this because everything costs so much these days.
yeah, yeah.
No.
I don't like people that much. Again, exactly, Darnell. Like, I'm not going anyway. Like, still send the invite, please. Make
I
me
will
feel,
say,
make me feel okay
yeah, I will say, Charles,
about
yeah,
being invited to something, but I may or may not show up. Don't be offended if I do. Don't be surprised if I do.
yeah. Your fiance has really gotten you into the whole peopling thing.
Listen,
Because I've never seen you people so much in the past going on 3 years. Like, I'm still getting used to it. Because you don't go out.
no, I want to be home. I
So when
want to
I
be
see
home.
pictures, I'm like, I know his barometer is on E right now. I know it's on E.
Sheesh.
I know your barometer is on like negative E.
Yes, like my battery would be dead sometimes, fam.
I
I'll be like, all right, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta, make sure your partner is okay. You don't want your partner out somewhere.
Yeah, it's the whole like.
One of these days, I'm gonna put my foot down and be like, yeah, no.
Yeah. You have to have like, is there like a code word or like a gesture that y'all do where it's like,
oh, it's a look. It's a flat out look. Like,
let me see the look. Oh.
Like, she'd be like, you ready? Yep.
Yeah, Darius the one that likes to hang. You would think I would be the one that's like, party every night, party all night, but it's me. I'm like, so what up? Because my husband, he talks and he's a good conversationalist, but sometimes I be wanting to converse in the bed.
That part.
Okay. I want to be home.
Right. If I give one of these,
like, that means you really ready to go.
Let's wrap this shit up, B. We gotta
go. She was like, "Oh, you want another round of drinks?"
No.
I would do that. Oh, another round of drinks. That's what you mean by
that? Heck no. Man.
Yeah.
It's amazing of what we do to, to be a part of our partners' lives, outside of us.
Yeah.
Some call it a compromise, some call it a sacrifice, some call it, hey, I'm rocking and rolling with my best friend. That's a good question. What do you guys call it? Like, how do you guys feel?
Yeah, it's definitely a compromise. Derry and I have different sets of friends. Our friends are like night and day.
Gotcha.
Like, most of his friends have children and they're low key. My friends, we ratchet and we turned up. and we out here. So
Yeah,
you can know that if you're going out with my friends, it's going to be some stuff. But I know what to expect when I go out with Derry and his friends, which is fine. I think it's a great balance because honestly, if we both had two sets of turned up friends, I don't know, but Derry is very patient and he fits in. He's with it. He's with it.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. Like I said, yeah, I agree with our people in the comments are saying about it being a compromise. It is a compromise. It's just like, okay, like, yes, it's not something that and me and Didi, we actually had this conversation like just a few weeks ago. And it was just like, me being who I am, I may voice my opinion about something, but I'm still gonna go. Now, I don't know. Yeah.
Let me come in close for that because I felt that. I came in because I felt that.
Okay, because I'm
here because I felt that.
God damn it! I was going to chill. I had plans. I was going to. Yes. All right, come on, let's go.
Charles, I gotta ask this, and this may but it's putting me on the spot too. In going out with her friends, are there some that give you pause? That you feel not so warm and fuzzy about? I do. There are some of Derry's friends where I'm like, Derry, I'm not too sure about that person. But like you said, I still go. I still support. I'm like,
It's one in particular that kind of stands out, and I'm like, thank God there's gonna be more people around than this one particular person, and then I gotta like sit and look at this person and converse with this person, knowing God daggone well I'm feeling like I will sell your soul for a corn chip, like.
No. A wrap snacks. I will sell your soul for a bag of wrap snacks. A little Romeo corn. And it's just like, I have my reasons. Like I tell Derry, I have my reasons why I don't like these particular people.
Yeah.
And I vocalized to one of them that I had a dislike because of something that he did.
Gotcha.
But because that's my husband and he still rocks with him, I still got to roll.
Exactly. So I will politely.
Yeah.
I'll speak. I'll be cordial, but don't expect way too much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, hey, fiance.
hey, fiance. No, it's definitely yeah. But I always wonder, do you think, now this is another question, do you think there's some of her friends that are not fans of yours?
No. Cause let her tell it. Like I stole all her friends, all her family.
I know.
I know. I stole everybody. Like it was at one point where she has a particular group of friends, and I was just like, I was adamant. I was just like, babe, those are your friends. You know what I'm saying? I'll come out for certain events or whatever if need be. Boom, boom, boom. But she would tell me, like, she walked in the door and they like, before they even speak to her, they like, well, where's Charles? Like, oh shit. Like, really?
Right. It's where's Darius? Where's Darius? And I'm like, am I chopped liver? So I get it. Now I do think all of Derry's friends do like me. I think I had to grow on some. But with any relationship, you have to grow on people, and I'm okay with that. No one's been outwardly like rude or standoffish to me, but I can also tell when I have to grow on people because I can come off as intimidating to some. I can come off as a bitch to others. Because I can have a very stoic face, but it's not stoic because I don't like you. It's stoic because I'm just there.
I gotta feel you out. I
really gotta like feel the vibe. And once I feel it, then you'll get a smirk or a smile. But until then, it's a stoic face.
I've had to work on that face. Because I know I will have that that mean look on my face. So I've kind of worked on being a little more personable to kind of like ease people in. I think I'm getting a real response from them. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just me just being like just sitting back and not really saying nothing.
Yeah. It's so interesting because Darnell made a comment about talking to other husbands. Can you put that comment back up? I just don't like talking to other husbands.
Yo, it's weird. Why they throw us in there?
But it's weird because Derry actually likes talking to other husbands. It's weird.
Nah, because I'm like
relatable material.
Because all right, for me, I don't want to come off as because you know how I don't know how you know, but us men, we can be a little what's the word? Not even territorial, but more like we take that first impressions like really kind of seriously, especially with other men. So yeah, you don't want to come off as like a know-it-all, somebody who talk too much, or like, oh, that nigga's a weirdo, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's a whole lot of shit. It's a whole lot of shit. And then you don't want to try to force, something.
Yeah, so, like when we all bring our guys and it's like, but then y'all all end up becoming like really good friends.
Like, no, like y'all can't. Y'all like to do that. Y'all like to just throw us in the wolf den, in the lion's den, and just be like, "Oh, hey, he's a guy. He's your friend now." How? No, I don't know him. Like, I may not like him at all.
No way. I did that to Derry, and y'all.
That was
open arms.
So
now he talks to y'all all the time. The brotherhood. The brotherhood is taking y'all. I want to make a formal announcement on Dating University. Let me come closer. The brotherhood has stolen my husband. The brotherhood has stolen my husband on PS5. The brotherhood has stolen my husband. The brotherhood consists of my handsome co-host and a group of friends. They have stolen my husband, and they have befriended him, taken him under their wing, initiated him into the fold. They play games together. They talk amongst one another. I don't have a husband anymore. I have a shell of a man that lives in this house with me. But I love it.
That's all y'all want. That's all y'all want. That's all y'all want. Y'all want somebody today. Y'all want somebody today to open up pickle jars and get rid of intruders and
so I can go out. So I can go out with my girls.
See.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding, kind of. But I know I love his friend circle. He loves talking to other husbands because he'll bounce stuff off of y'all. So some things I won't get because I'm a woman and I'm okay with that. I don't take offense to that kind of stuff. No, seriously, y'all. My husband went outside on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. They talked for 4 or 5 hours. It's like 3 a.m, and they finally come in, and we're like, "Oh, nice."
Yeah, once we find that kind of common ground,
yes,
yeah, then the conversation can flow because as men, while we have evolved and we've become more complex, at our base, we're all about the same kind of things, and it's just a matter of like finding that one thing that keeps the conversation going, or it'll just branch off into other myriads of things, and then that's how you get connected, and and it's just like, oh, you do this, oh yeah, well I do that, it really does depend on the crowd. Yes.
I mean, when you think about it, like I'm thankful for those kind of groups because do Black men, like outside of, you know, your friend circle, who do you all talk to? Like, I have my girlfriends and we talk to one another, and then I have a therapist that I can talk to. Like, we have no problem airing out how we feel. I appreciate that Derry has a safe space outside of me with other men that he can be vulnerable and, you know, ask questions, be candid, and not have to worry about, oh, am I offending women? Like, can I just be free? And I love that he has a safe space outside of me. So I think we need to encourage that more often, because even looking at the choreographer DJ Twitch that committed suicide, I'm just thinking, you
Like,
know,
where
as
does
a
this
Black
circle?
man to leave behind a suicide note, talking about, you know, dark days and things that he was going through. I'm thinking, did you not have an outlet? You know, feel like you could talk about how you were feeling with other people? I get really anxious when I look at the rate of Black men committing suicide, or even just men committing suicide.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. Like, we have now surpassed, you know, women's suicides. We have surpassed Black women's suicides. We're the least amount of demographic who are, you know, seeking professional help.
Scary.
Yeah, I mean, because we're fighting wars on so many different sides.
Yeah.
And, you know, we get tossed by the wayside a lot of the times, you know, because we're supposed to be the strong one, we're supposed to be the protectors, you know what I'm saying? Nothing is supposed to break us or hurt us or, you know, any of that. And nothing could be farther from the truth. Like, I excuse me, I agree with you so much. Like, I wish all Black men, and I'm just saying it as a Black man, I wish all men, but specifically as a Black man, I wish we had all had some space where we can let our guard down, be vulnerable around another group of men, and feel lifted, feel heard, feel seen, and, you know, not on some, all right, man, just shut up. You know what I'm saying? Suck this shit up and just keep it pushing. Like, no, that's not helping. Like, that is not helping at all.
No.
And I'm grateful. I am so grateful for the brotherhood. Like, I am so grateful. Like, even the days when I know I don't want to talk, I know I can. And I think that's the most important thing. Like, you know that you can go somewhere. And you may not actually do it, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, again, as a man, we kind of get that, like, well, shit, I gotta handle it. I gotta figure it out. But, you know, with that, man, it's so hurtful to see so many people who just don't have one person that they can go to.
Yeah.
Or have somebody make light of what it is that they're going through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not everything is a goddamn joke.
Yeah.
Like, if I say I'm sad to my group of brothers, I need them to be like, oh, hell no. What's good? What's popping? Get it out.
Have you cried in y'all group? Like, have you had like instances where like y'all are talking about something and like tears just start flowing?
It depends.
I love that.
I'm not just gonna just bust out crying in front of my fellas. Like, that's no. It gotta be.
I love that.
It gotta be. It has to be something, you know, detrimental. It has to be like a loss, like a family member or a good friend, a breakup. You know, you're stressed out about being out of work for a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? It's those certain things. But, you know, just because, you know, like I stubbed my toe and be like, oh my God.
No.
Like, yeah, they're gonna be like, if you
Yeah.
okay.
No, I was just wondering because even in that safe space, I feel like sometimes men can put up a barrier around their friends. Like
we do.
I don't want them to see me crying even though I'm struggling. Like I want you to feel so safe in your space that you can feel any emotion and not feel like you have to suppress whatever you have inside of you. Like that's a good thing. Like if I'm feeling super frustrated, I will cry in my friend or my line sister, my soror's ears, or my sister's ears. It's a beautiful thing. I think if you can be truly vulnerable and 100% transparent, that's when you know you have a good group of friends.
Yeah, I mean, because that's what we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? The same thing that we look for in our romantic relationships. On the other side of that, we're not looking for the eros kind of love, but we're looking for that agape kind of love.
Oh my gosh.
Being able to be vulnerable and not have that vulnerability weaponized or like you hear something that you said that you thought was in confidence just in the street somewhere, and it's just like, hey, yo, like what? Because we get hurt by our male friends. Men get hurt by our male friends too. Like it happened. Like it happened to me. Like, Jesus. How old am I? 41. I'm about to be 41. I want to say when I was around 24, 25, had a really good homeboy. I'm telling you, this was my man, Feedy Grand. Ace Boom Coon. We was all good. I let this man in my house. He had full reign. He could go wherever he wanted in my house. And he stole money from me. And it was my rent money. Yeah.
Did you knock and buck?
Nucked, bucked. He almost was out of luck. I pulled myself back. And
are you still friends with him?
Hell no. Fuck him. If I ever see him in the street, if I ever see him in the street, it's still on.
He's in Baltimore still?
I don't know.
If you're watching this, you owe my man some money.
Yeah, he's still owing me that money. So yeah, we get hurt too.
We should have a friend. Like I really want to have a friend show. Yeah, it's a part of a relationship. I think this season we need to have Charles bring on your best friend. I'll bring on my best friend. Let's just chop it up. And I want people to see that dating transcends just the romantic. Like there are so many different types of relationships out here. Like one week, let's do coworkers. Like bring a coworker on here. Okay. I have coworkers that watch.
I learned my lesson. About being friends with coworkers. And it's not even a bad like I got thrown under a bus or whatever. It's just more of
separating boundaries.
Yes, separating that church and state. You know what I'm saying? Like this is where I come to eat. This is where I come to get my bread. This is where I come to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't require to be friends.
I happen to be friends with my and they watch the show.
I mean, hey,
that's what's up.
Don't get me wrong. I have some really cool people at work that I bang with. That I'm like, hey, I maybe possibly can go grab a drink with you, maybe. But even then, I'm still like, I'm reserved when it comes to that.
Will they come on the show if you ask them to?
I know one would. One would, yes. One would.
Okay. Look, we're just flushing out stuff here at Dating University. We like to pre-plan and think in advance. But definitely a friend show. I think people need to see the healthy friendships outside of just having healthy romantic relationships. Because my whole, I don't know where I would be. Seriously. obviously, without my ship circle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of my best friends actually started out as a coworker. I
Oh,
had
cool.
another coworker turn out to be a best friend, and then we fell from grace, and we
Yeah.
went to strangers. So, like Dee Dee said, it's very touch and go. It's touch and go.
Yeah.
Drea is my coworker who turned into a sister. So
Mm.
she is definitely one of those that I'm very thankful that I met.
Oh yeah, I'm
They don't
with
make
you,
them like
Darnell.
Drea.
Like
They
you,
don't make them like Drea. They don't make them like
nah,
her.
nah, she cool as hell. But yeah, like
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
with you, Darnell. Like I don't accept friend requests. First of all, if I get a friend request from a coworker, you are literally seeking me out because I am hidden like the crouching tiger and the dragon.
And your profile picture has not been your actual facial picture in I don't know how long.
Since 2017, I looked it up the other day. Since 2017, I have not put up my.
Do you make them? Do you make them?
I just have an obsession, and I find, well, a couple of them I did make. I'm lying. A couple of them.
I'm like, how did you make? They are like so in tune with like what's going on. Like when you got engaged, the one holding another one's hand. I was like, does he find these or does he make these up?
No, I found that one.
So cute. I love it.
I found that.
I love it. Yeah, my head got really swole. My head is big, but I'm telling you, I tell this story probably every year. But when that coworker told me, "Are you the girl from Dating University?" Whoop, whoop, whoop,
yeah.
I love your show. Whoop,
Yeah.
I mean, I probably couldn't fit in through the door. My head was so big. Because at that point, I was like, did you even watch our show? And then for her to say that, I was like, oh,
right. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I get it too from the hoodies that I wear. Because I'm always wearing Dayton University gear.
Like, you always repping the crew, and I love that.
Always, like without question, without fail. Like I'm always rocking it.
Does
and it's always somebody.
She's your fiance now. Does she have access to your hoodie?
She has one hoodie of mine that is now hers. Well, let's just move on. Let's move on.
Yeah, look at that.
Let's move on. We don't need to keep discussing something that don't need to be discussed.
I remember once even before we got engaged, there's one shirt that I swear is mine, but it really was Derry's. But I really like what folded up with my laundry. Like it was mine. And he was like, terrible. I even wear his Bowie State University shirt. I ain't go to no Bowie, but it's comfortable and it fits me nicely. So when I rep. I did go when I had that shirt on.
And I feel I'm gonna have to keep my storage unit. I see that now. So when me and Didi move together, I can have my hoodies, and she won't have access to them. I'll just
not a safe. If you have a clothing safe, I'm done with you.
Hear her tell it, all my hoodies will belong to her, and I'm like, yeah, no.
A topic that I really changed my perspective on once I got engaged, and chime in if you can, if you feel comfortable, was living with someone before you got married. I remember when I was first dating, I was raised Southern Baptist, so my family was very conservative. My family is a very conservative Baptist family. And, when it came time to me starting to date and starting to, get hormones and boobs and hips and butt, my mother always would be like, save yourself for marriage, and one like no spending the night. Like under her care, I never spent the night with a guy. And then, the older that I got, and when I met Derry, I started to become more open about it. Like, I'm gonna go stay with Derry, and I could tell she didn't like it. She didn't like it, but I don't regret what I did because I got to learn some things about Derry before I got married that I could correct. And same with him. Some things that he didn't like that I did, he was able to see, and we were able to compromise And my stance totally changed. I always tell people you need to live with your spouse before you get married, because some people are not built for surprises. There may be some habits and customs that your partner may do that may turn out to be deal breakers. And you need to know that. Yes, Belinda was not playing. You need to know that stuff before you enter into a covenant of forever. Like, I don't regret it. I'm so glad that I lived with him before we got married. And even during the pandemic, we really had a weird time. Like, the pandemic forced us to live together as well, and I loved it.
Right. And I get that. And I have always been a proponent for that, for people living together before they're married. Why? Like you said, you get to know some things. You get to see all of the idiosyncrasies. You get to see the work ethic, the cleaning ethic. You get to see the lazy days, the hard days, the crying days. You get to see the happy days. You get to see everything all together.
Yeah.
You get to see what their spending habits are for real. You know what I'm saying? It's all of these things. And I think it's important to have that knowledge before you go into something, because, you know, getting married is not something light. It's not just like, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend kind of situation. It is something so much deeper. And you don't want to be in a situation where somebody's habits is the reason why you don't want to be with this person anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you don't want to go into something sight unseen. Be like, you know, like, oh, okay, we've been courting all this time, we've been getting engaged all this time, and then here comes the wedding day, and then like, okay, yeah, then we're going to move together.
It's such a culture shock. Like,
it's a weird thing.
Yeah. But then you have the devil's advocate that says, so then what are you aspiring to? What are you aspiring for? And it's like, it's still different. It's still different. Like, I didn't feel like nothing changed. I felt like, okay, now I'm with my husband. Like, it was still the excitement of, now we're in this together, like, for real. But before, it was like, you know, we're engaged. Who knows which direction it goes? But I know for us, it's like, once we say I do, it's forever.
Yeah.
If you get on my nerves, you'll just sleep in a separate room. But divorce is not in the vocabulary. But when you're boyfriend and girlfriend, it can go either way. It's like, you're not feeling you. Even engaged, it was like, I could not be feeling you then. But once we got married, it's like, oh, you ain't going nowhere.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, you ain't going nowhere.
You tough this shit out, my guy. Like,
yeah. You look. If we ever get to that point where it's like, I can't really rock with you, we're just gonna rock in separate rooms. I'm gonna still cook for him. He'll still cook for me. We still can hang out. We gonna make it work, because I don't think I'm at a point in my life at 37. I've invested a lot of my into him. Like, Derry knows so much that he could write a book. And I don't think I'll ever get to a point where I want to be that vulnerable with somebody else. It's exhausting. And I don't have it in me to do it again.
It is so awesome that you said that, because it's another podcaster / pastor that me and Didi follow, Tim Ross. Like, I love this man. I love how he speaks. I love how he teaches. I love how he communicates of realness, but he still brings the spiritual aspect to it. And he does, his clips is on, Instagram and everything. And he was like, you can't pay me enough to go out and try to find somebody new and learn somebody new. And boy, I felt that shit in my soul, dog. Like, oh yeah, speaking of Tim Ross, if you ever see this, we want you on the show.
Yes, come on the show. Yeah.
Bruh, I mean, like, and I'm totally in agreement with that. Like, like you said, I've invested so much. I've become so vulnerable. I've become so healed that I cannot see myself opening up everything that I have hidden from the world for the last 15, 20, 25 years. And then try to get it to somebody else and try to do it with somebody who may or may not understand
No way, Jose.
my story.
No way, Jose. Who understands this story?
Who understands this story?
This was pain.
This was work. I need y'all to understand, and I know my podcast listeners, y'all
really convey. We're really,
I love y'all so. Right, my podcast listeners, I want to make sure that y'all understand. Me, myself, and Professor Brittany are pointing at each other. Why? Because this relationship that she and I had, has been the destruction of most of the dating situations that I was in.
Even a few of mine in the very beginning when we first started.
Right. So we are just pointing at each other. So yeah, like if you can't even get this,
which was hard. Derry was the first man that was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I go to his place. Okay. I said, okay, he's in. Yeah. I just remember dating before I met Derry, I have a tendency, and I don't know if it's a bad habit or a good habit, but I divulge so much of my information about myself because I want to establish safe space, vulnerability, and trust with who I would like to have a relationship with. So when it doesn't work out, I get sad. Not because, oh man, it didn't work out with this person, because we weren't deep enough for me to really be like, oh, I'm really missing you. But I think what made me so sad was you have so much of my information with you now. You got so much of me in you. I done told you some deep shit. I done told you some real deep shit. And you get to walk away with that. And I don't know what you're going to do with that information. I don't have enough trust established where I don't know that you'll go on a smearing campaign of my name using that stuff against me. That's what made me so sad. And I think, I started to become so guarded that when I did get with Derry, I didn't tell him so much up front, but he's learned everything up until this point. But I'm telling you childhood traumas. I'm telling you things I've gone through, and just for it not to work out the next week. And I'm like, oh, damn. You walking around with my diary in your brain, and you probably don't give two craps about it. But for me, that is so important. I'm giving you a piece of me, and you don't even care. It's another one bites the dust. I don't like that.
Yeah, that part is not fun at all. And I'm like, you were walking all up and down my street with that, because you've been privy to a lot of my dating life in the last 7 years. So you know what it took for me to get into a space where, I can, relay some information.
Yeah.
And, like you said, they just walk away with it, or they'll use it as like, oh, well, why are you telling me all of this? Like, because I thought we were feeling each other. Y'all always complain that men don't communicate and don't talk and don't give you anything. Other than
this drink is so good.
Right. And then here I am. I'm trying to give you I'm trying to peel back the top couple layers for you. And you walk away. And it's just like, okay. And even when I met my fiance, like it was a part of me that I was holding back because I was just like, yes, I like this woman.
Yeah.
I see a future with this woman, but do I involve myself? Do I give all of that?
Yeah.
And it took some doing, and it took some tears, and it took some hard conversations, and it took some vulnerability, and it took some honesty, and it took some trust. And I can't, for the life of me, think of any other reason to marry this woman than that.
Damn.
Like I couldn't see myself letting that go. All of that rapport, all of that work, all of that releasing of trauma and old hurt and old cycles to go try and do it with somebody else?
I don't have it in me.
Fuck that.
I don't have it in me. I don't have it. Like, I never wish divorce on anybody. I don't wish it on myself.
Right.
But if it ever happened, which it's not,
Yeah,
the next one, good grief, he would just get a show. It would just be a show. Yeah, they're getting married tomorrow.
We'll see y'all at the courthouse. Everybody just be there.
That's fine. Which one?
We're gonna shut Calvin Street down. Y'all just show up.
Oh, y'all going to that courthouse? Cool. I'm there. Parking may be a BITCH.
Yeah, get an Uber. Get the train. The train's right there.
Oh yeah, get a train. We're getting a train tomorrow. Yeah, I can't do it again. I would be a shell. I would be a shell of a person. You want to go deeper? No. Okay. What's on your mind? Nothing. Okay. Anything you want to tell me? No. Where do you want to go? The movies. Less talking.
Exactly. We're going to the movies first date. We just breaking all our rules. We're breaking out complete rules. Like
yes. What's a good date? The movies.
What
about anniversary? The movies.
Every time movies.
What do you want to do tomorrow? Watch movies on Netflix.
Watch movies at home. We can watch movies at home.
Movies at home, outside movies, indoor movies. We can make some. We can make some movies for all I care, but I'm not talking.
Yeah, you're not getting anything out of me. Anything.
Yeah. Real bad. Can you go back to your ex, please? Fine. Sounds good to me. Yeah.
So, yeah. It's weird out here, man. It's weird.
It's weird out here. It's very weird out here. I think that contributed to why our season towards the end. Granted, we had stuff to do, but even I was feeling like blah. I'm just feeling blah about dating.
Yeah.
I mean, even down to like having to remind Derry, like, we haven't gone on a date in a while. I'm just feeling like blah. So I think, I feel invigorated. It's 2023. We have so much to discuss on Dating University. We're coming back with our topics. We're letting you know ahead of class what we'll be discussing. Are we in a season where we want guests? Let's see where the wind blows us.
Yes, I do know. I was just hit up earlier this week about David Lloyd Marcus.
Yes,
wants to come back on.
I watched his movie on Tubi. Life of an Alpha Male is available on Tubi, and just to know that we were at the screening is something. Like, the movie is, you gotta watch it. It's on Tubi. Tune in. We sent you. We sent you there. Go to Tubi and watch it. Life of an Alpha Male. So good.
So they'll be coming back on soon.
Cast is in your movie. Next movie.
Yeah. Right. Cast is like, yo, bruh. I will try not to sound like I'm reading the lines. I promise. I'm going to do my damnness.
I will not look into the camera. Wave hi, Mom.
What are you doing here?
I won't do that. I'm like, where's the camera? Hi, Mom. No, okay.
Exactly.
I'll get it out now.
Like, put that in the blooper reel, please. Put that in the blooper reel. That's all.
Right, and don't make me an extra because I will be extra in the background. Like
you will be so extra. I can see you now talking about something.
I know, but I was about to say that. I would be in the back raising the roof. Marcus be like, you know what? Cut. Get her off the set. She's being way too extra. That's fine. You get what you pay for. Get what you pay for.
Listen. Just give me my SAG card and I'll be good, man.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
Give me a Screen Actors Guild card and I'm sky's the limit after that, baby. I'm down.
Yeah, can't wait to have him back on the show. I definitely can't wait to talk to our best friends so we can talk about friendships. That may be a show with these really soon.
Yes.
We got some stuff up our sleeves. So we'll definitely get y'all clued back in with our flyers. Share the flyers to your friends. You share funny memes. Share our flyers for the show.
Yeah,
we'll try to put them out Tuesday morning. Show's on Thursday. Share it on Tuesday. Share it on Wednesday, and then share it on Thursday. If you have friends that like to talk and they have an opinion, put them in contact with us on our Dana University page. Send an inbox, and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We just want to have you on the show. If you're a veteran, if you're a guest professor, and you've been here before, and we want to have you back on, we'll reach out to you.
I like how she put that.
I'm working on being very diplomatic in 2023.
It's all wording. It's all wording, y'all.
All wording. We'll contact you, okay?
When you actively listen,
I'm very intentional with my words. We'll call you. Don't call us. We'll call you. Okay. We want to open up the door for new blood to come in.
Yes.
Open up the door for new.
I want new blood this season. I want new.
I want new. I do want some guest one. I do want some visiting professors that have been here before. But we'll call you.
Indeed, we'll call you. Don't call us. And you got anything else, Britt?
Buy some merch. I definitely want to have some.
Y'all see it?
This year, I want to be so out here. I want people to come over. I want our faithfuls to come over and hang with us and party and just live it up. I want to have a couples outing. We will work on a singles outing. We're out. I just want to be out. We need to have a holiday party, a summer cookout, a back to school cookout. Invite the kids. Bring the kids. Y'all's kids be dating, so.
Y'all kids be dating. All right.
Don't play with me. We definitely want to have a show with the kids on the show. A kids show. Just dating is in all ages. All ages. I know. I went there, didn't I? You
did. I'm not co-signing just yet, but I'm rocking with you.
Not in a bad way. I had a boyfriend in 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade.
Yeah.
But you better believe my mother made sure, like Darnell said, Belinda did not play.
No, at all.
She made sure those were some supervised visits, and I think I had on the armor of Christ. I was wearing turtlenecks and sweatpants. I ain't show no skin.
Oh my.
Socks.
My
God. Probably gloves. She probably had me in gloves.
Shit.
Gloves, socks, turtlenecks.
All right, y'all.
We missed y'all. Happy New Year.
We missed y'all. Happy New Year.
Good to see your face. Again, I will always congratulate you. Still living the newness of being engaged. Love is so sweet. Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is perfect. Yes. So we are still celebrating with you all 2023 and beyond. However long y'all take, it's fine with us. We're just happy that you're locked in. She's locked in.
Listen, your boy is officially out the game. I'm out.
Are you still getting congratulations from people?
Oh yeah.
It won't stop.
Oh yeah.
It just gets started.
Yeah. It's wild. I don't know. Maybe that's like the conspiracy theory part of me. You know, I've been getting some more DMs than public like, congratulations, and I'll just be like, thank you.
Oh, you're such a good guy. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. Oh, you guys are so amazing together. Shut up.
But I let it slide, and I accept the love, however it comes.
Yeah, but I mean, seriously,
Because
y'all,
I know where we are safe, we are sacred, we are covered. So
be genuine. Seriously, I wouldn't. I remember those times, Charles, when the men were coming out like, "Oh, you're such a good woman. I've really fumbled the ball." Oh, okay, well then fumble out my damn DMs. How about that?
yeah,
Fumble there. Or oh, he's so lucky. Or oh, what you doing? We should grab drinks and hang out.
No, I haven't received those. I haven't received
you
those.
went ghost when we were supposed to grab drinks before I got with Derry. So stick to the trend, Casper.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
Yeah, I'm grateful that I haven't received.
See, all of a sudden you're so available. You,
I would be like,
I got so much to do.
I will quickly direct them.
I know you will. I know you will.
Banish them to the shadow realm because, no.
Really?
No.
What's the weirdest congratulatory message that you've gotten? Like one that's like, "Are you okay?"
I'd rather not put it out there.
Sure.
But yeah.
Sure. Sure. I think the weirdest one I got was, "Can I be the godfather of your children?" Weird. So weird. I'm like, we aren't even friends. Okay.
Like, how in the world did you get from being a
baby? You're like, when you don't have babies, I'm gonna be the godfather
of my child. Yeah, no.
First of all, you probably don't even know God. You don't know God, and you're a piss poor father. So let's go there.
You can't be a piss poor father and ask to be a godfather. It don't work like that, bro.
You know, some men are, and this is, we're not going into this. Some men are better fathers to other people's kids than their own, and that bothers me. We're gonna talk about that. I've seen some bomb stepfathers, but there's some shitty dads. But I won't discuss that today.
Woo-hoo.
Some men be some bomb friends, but they are horrible lovers. Creme de la creme co-workers, but can't communicate at home. All right, that's all I got. Because y'all, I'm not.
I got nothing. I got nothing. I'm just gonna be a hand right here, and I'm just gonna talk with the hand because I can't be on screen anymore.
No, I just had to go there because it really bothered me. Bomb friend.
Clearly.
But cannot be a good spouse to save their life. I know.
Clearly it bothered you.
It really did. It bothered me a lot. It bothered me. But I digress. I'm just gonna leave it there. It'll come out this season because I've been observing.
Listen.
I hate it. I hate it.
There are a couple shows that I got that I'm ready to unleash on the world.
Y'all, for our podcast listeners, the visuals really enhance the show. So right now you see my face, but all you see is Charles's hand. Like he's just giving y'all a hand right now.
I can't come back on the screen because you set it on fire and it's hot. So
no, seriously. No, because it really bothers me. It really bothers me, the inconsistency in a person's character. Like, I'm a good friend. I'm a good lover. I'm a good godmother. I'm a good mother to my cats. I'm just a good person. When I see the inconsistency, I question you. I don't know if you're a
Right.
good person or not, because you're not consistent. You're gonna dap your homeboy on his birthday and do a huge shout out, but we don't even know if you have children or not.
Whoop, jeez. Oh yeah.
You show up to work every day, but then when it's time to take your girlfriend out, you're a no call, no show.
We gotta go here.
All right, good night, y'all. Sorry. Good night.
We about to set this whole thing on fire.
I didn't mean to do that.
And it's so crazy because I had two other topics we want to talk about.
We got all season, all semester.
All semester.
You sure?
Follow us here.
Follow us. Yeah.
Follow us there.
Follow us everywhere.
Follow us everywhere.
You know what? We also offer, I forgot, online dating workshops. I've been getting approached about this.
Yes.
So tomorrow morning, we're going to drop the flyer with the online dating workshop information. Last year's price is not this year's price. So we will be posting that, and I will be sending it out to those that ask for it. There is a woman that wants a group of them, and we'll be happy to do this with a group of you all. We do one-on-one, and we also do groups. So looking forward to seeing you all. It's coming around Valentine's Day, so get on that.
Where the money inside? Let's go.
I have nothing else for the people.
All right, y'all. We love y'all so much.
We love y'all.
See you next week.
See ya. Bye.